Hey there, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto here in Japan, and we're looking at a 2003 Daihatsu Copen hardtop open convertible K-car two-seater. It comes with a turbocharged 660cc inline four-cylinder intercooled engine. And this is my first time looking at one of these up close and personal. It's the first one that we've bought with this company, and I've always had kind of an interest in these. Two-seater, convertible sports car, turbocharged engine, very good on gas, very tiny, and especially for export markets like this one's going to Canada, very unique because we never got anything even remotely like this. The Miata is a huge car in comparison to this, and it's very uniquely styled, very economical, cool. It's just a really cool car. So inline four-cylinder engine instead of the, as is common, three-cylinder engines in K-cars. Four-cylinder means kind of more luxury, I suppose you could say. It's going to be a smoother engine than a three-cylinder will. You can see here, intercooler. Look at that intercooler charged piping. There's the air filter, goes in there. Really nice little packaging in here. It's front-wheel drive, everything that you need. Fits in very nicely and good. What's really cool about this one is it's 15,000 original kilometers, making it very low mileage, even for a Japanese car, and condition of it inside out is basically perfect. I drove it just a little bit up the street and down, and it's peppy. I haven't given it full beans, so I don't know how fast it is, but stock 64 horsepower because a K-car is limited at 64 horsepower. And then like just going around town, it's such a light vehicle that you're going to be able to get really cool fuel economy and going to be able to drive in style and have everyone look at you. Pretty unique, pretty cool. Anyways, going to lower the hood here. Couldn't find the dipstick. Oddly, I looked and couldn't find the dipstick, and I bet it's just I'm blind, but you can't see it. But yeah. Weird. And then didn't check the coolant of it too. I can check that if you want, but everything around the car looks really good. The reason why I didn't check it is because it just came in, it's hot, and if I open this up, I'm going to get burnt hands. And I dislike burnt hands. Let's see if we can open this. There we go. Put this down. Close the hood. So Daihatsu, in case you don't know, not going to get hit by a car as I walk backwards. That would be dumb. Friend's gym. Daihatsu is a subsidiary of Toyota. They own, I think, almost all of it. And so this is kind of like a Toyota vehicle. In fact, our company car that just came in too uses the same controls for the air conditioning system because 2003. Kind of interesting. Let's go over the auction inspection sheet. So yeah, bought from auction for purchasing for export. It's a grade 4.5, so pretty close to perfect. 15,000 original kilometers, 2003. It says an active top, and I will open that. This is a hard top, goes directly into the trunk. I'll show you that as we go along in the video here. That's original mileage, and it's authentic. 14-inch wheels. Rear spoiler, I don't know if you saw that, for all your downforce needs. It's going to be a quick car, but it's not going to be like a sports car in the same way that the Cappuccino really is. Fog lamps on the front, ABS, dual airbag, EBD, which I don't know what it is, brake assist, ABS, super active 4-speed automatic transmission. I also don't know what they mean by super active 4-speed. Interior is slightly dirty, audio is removed and has a cover part on it which has cut modifications, and I'll show you that when we get to the interior. Very small scratches. Wheels have corrosion on them. I might as well show you that now. Look at the squiggly marks. That's wheel corrosion that we're talking about. And these are the original 14-inch wheels. 165/55 R14 is the size of the tire. And with small tires like that, they're going to be really cheap, even high-end tires. And high-end tires on a car like this is probably going to make for a really engaging drive. And driver's seat side has a little bit of wear on it. On the body here it says A2, which is a medium scratch on the front. The only scratches I could find on the front were like here, 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 and they're all like, you can polish those out. There's some down here too, so I'm not worried about that. And then the back section here, right here, so that's as bad as the damage gets. Oh, those taillights look cool. I like that. Okay, so let's do the once around of the vehicle and what it looks like with the top up. I'm going to show you the vehicle before I put the top down. And it might be a little bit difficult to tell the size of the car because it's on camera and you're not here looking at it. But let's see. MR2. If we had them side by side, it'd be a little bit better. Yeah, that doesn't really do it, but the car's really tiny. And in fact, when you sit inside, it feels tiny too, and the top is really close to your head. It looks like, compared to the Cappuccino, a lot safer, but at the same time, not that much room inside. And they still make the Copen now, but I think that the styling has been kind of the coolness of the styling, like the jelly bean look of this one. I really like it. I think it's a good looking, good proportions. I don't think that they stayed with the good proportions and the good looks. I like the fog lights, how they're half of that dot. So good condition paint all the way around. I like the offset 3 vents there. I think it's a cool styling thing. The bubble style or clamshell style mirrors, kind of like a old style from like the I don't know, 1960s. Looks good with the spoiler there, and it's cool how the front and the back have the same kind of design motif with the big one and the small one. Copen, it says here. And the dual center exhausts are very cool. And typically K cars rev pretty high, so you get a good exhaust note, kind of closer to a bike exhaust note. I don't really know, maybe not. It doesn't rev that high. So I will open up the trunk and I'll show you that. The trunk is actually pretty big, but has kind of a funny thing. Just going to open this. There is a button here for the trunk. Close that. And big, easy to put stuff in trunk. But this little cover here, have a look. So that cover piece kind of shows you how much trunk space you have when the top is down. When the top is up, you can fill it up as long as you can close the trunk. All good. If you want to actually put the top down, the top hides inside this trunk, and you only get what you can place underneath this piece. So have a look. You might be able to fit a wallet and 2 CDs in there. Maybe. And for those of you who don't know what CDs are, they're like music before you can get them on an iPad, iPhone. Look at that. Don't put your luggage on top. Don't have it stick up. Yeah, it's funny, but what are you going to do? It's a tiny car with a roof that fits completely in the trunk. And who needs that much luggage anyway? So I haven't actually seen the top go down. Hey, Mike. Hi. Actually, can you sweep a little bit more? We got you on camera sweeping.
Oh, yeah. What up, or?
Yeah.
Like...
Can you hold the camera and show me putting the roof down?
Yes. Just stand over there so you can get a portrait.
All right, roof going down. Derek inside. Trying to figure out how the roof goes down. He's gonna do it. Any second now. It's going down, I'm sure of it. How we doing?
I forgot to unhook the top. I'm like, why isn't it moving? I thought it would be like SLK style where you don't have to do anything with the roof, but you have to
Okay.
unhook it.
Do you want to get...
There we go. So I gotta unhook the two and then go.
All right. Woo!
It's really cool. I love that.
Is there a Bobby Girl CD in there?
There is.
Woohoo! That's really cool, actually.
looks a little bit weird, but I don't mind that.
It's kind of like a weird spoiler.
Nobody's going to be
almost.
looking at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an air intake, right? Okay, so I'll show the interior in just a sec, but for now I'm going to show what it looks like with the top down. It's pretty smart. It looks good with the chrome roll bars there. Those will help with a crash, well, at least hopefully it would help with a crash. Yeah, it looks really good from the back here with those two loops. Okay. And looks like, as I was saying, it tucks in there. You don't get like a cover to go over the entire section. This part here is a little bit exposed, but you know, that's not where people's eyes are going to be going. They're going to be like, my gosh, what is that? Looking at the proportions. Then they're going to look at the smiles of the people inside the car, because no doubt when you're driving something like this, you're going to be smiling. And yeah, it looks like also there is some sort of a cover piece that might attach onto these little things here to kind of cover that up. I'm not sure. Maybe it's even tucked in there that you can, I don't know, my first time. Okay, so looking at door cards, they're very lightweight. This part here is a little bit broken. Looks like some people were accidentally grabbing here to close the door, and then that will come out. So you have to grab there. Also, the world's funniest cup holder. It's like after they, I don't even know if these are original parts. They could be, but like an afterthought, or it could be aftermarket that somebody installed on. Hey Mike, the air conditioning controllers are the same as in the BB.
Oh, really?
Yeah, have a look.
Oh, wow. This one's in really good condition, too.
Yeah, 15,000 kilometers.
Wow.
So seat, now the auction sheet said a little bit of wear. You can see that wear down here. It's really not that bad. 15,000 kilometers, a little bit of cat hair in there. That might actually have come from me. Nice bolstered sides. This makes it a nice sporty seat. Feels cool while you're driving. It keeps you snug. Power windows are down here. Those obviously work. You can lock this up if you want. Looks like some sort of a manual release for the trunk if you need to. Little window here to stop the wind from killing you. A place to put something. You can put another CD in there. And then let's have a seat. Gauges are red illumination. 15,392 kilometers. Pretty crazy. And then another kind of classic British sports car looking. 1, 2, 3, 4 vents there. Fog light switch. This is an automatic transmission one. I believe you can get these in manual. I'm pretty sure that you can. Has never been smoked in. Here's the exact same controls as my car. These are my favorite. Just as simple as possible controls for heater and AC. That's what I want. I don't like climate control. I want to set exactly how much air that I want on my face at all times. Here's the cut part that they were talking about. Notice the corners have been cut to modify. This piece here is probably not that difficult to source because these vehicles were fairly common here in Japan, and so that means a lot of spare parts. And automatic and turbocharged small engine, it actually feels pretty good. Like, it knows what gear you should be in. The turbo spools up super quickly, and so it gives you a nice feeling. That is something that I would worry about if I were going to get this car in automatic. And I think with this type of unique car, an automatic is really what, it suits the car pretty well. I like it in 5-speed, but automatic, like some cars, are good. I'm just going to close this up so that you can see what the headroom is, and that's maybe my biggest gripe with this car is that the roof bolster comes like down close to your head. You'll see when I put this up. Okay, that was pretty simple, and then I'll do these up after. But see how the roof goes like here and then curls down? The curl down is right next to your head. So if you look at me here, it's like right here. And I would be a little bit concerned about that going around corners or bumps. Right, I'm hitting my head against it. It seems like it's made to support your head bumping into it, but oh, that was so easy. Oh, way easier than most cars. Oh. Okay, so I always like taking a look at a car for the first time and seeing what it looks like up close. I'm pretty convinced that this is a pretty awesome car, and especially in a country that's not used to seeing cars as small or as quirky as something like this. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a cool car to have imported into Canada. Okay, so if you have any questions, please check out our website, or you can send us an email. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and have a nice day.